Hello, everyone. Welcome post-lunch. All your stomach's full and the blood is there, so let's go for something kind of techy, but more in the experience space. My name is Dimitri, and this is Cintia. We bring you non-fungible experiences with a project called Alities. We're part of a bigger group, Keyko, Nevermind, Fantasonia, and we're granted by Celo for this project. Really nice.
Yeah. Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to our talk at this time. Probably some of you already got in touch with our app, which is Alities, around with the pull-ups in the roll-ups. Alities is more than a platform and a marketplace. We are a community of artists, collectors, and impact causes. And as Dimi said, we are developed by Keyko and Nevermind, and granted by Celo community, which is the right network for us to be in.
Yeah, we especially target the NFT community, the artist and creative community, with some new tools for self-agency. And we stretch it a bit farther than just minting and marketplaces. I don't know if you went upstairs, but there is a whole exhibition with an immersive experience, and we have some other cool stuff that we'll talk about in a bit. And now we're gonna more talk about how do we build this. There's a few components. You have to obviously build all the smart contracts, deploy them on Celo, build the front end, build the community, the marketing around that. And I think, given that we had to do this in a very short span of time, we started this end of January. So we had 2 months of crushing it, and now we're here, on our first little prototype, and we're running these popes, so we're really excited to show you some stuff. First of all, I'm a co-founder of Keyko. I'm running Keyko Labs at Keyko, and also a project called Nevermind. So I'll tell you how these things relate in a bit and what they are, but Keyko is a Web3 services company. We've been working with Celo for 2.5 years now. We have constant engineering at, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our engineers that work at Celo right here in the room, so thanks for the support. Woohoo! And with Keyko Labs, we built community-centric prototypes. We have a vision where we say can we convert the greed of the money markets into social good? So we try to find this intersection between the creative power of imagination, impact, and every form of social good projects we can support, and then decentralized finance that allows basically value capturing through these ecosystems. And hopefully we can find some Trojan horse that can implode current capitalism and then turn that into something that is more sustainable for society. Crypto allows us that. We're building this from a community-first approach, so we don't want to invent the community. We typically go out and find really core creatives. We together build the grassroots manifesto. We go into workshops, ideate, prototype, and then look at how can we give this back to the community by tokenization, governance, recognizing everybody that contributed and remunerate them as well. So we do this with a few projects. Keyko, as I told you, we're a Web3 service company. Keyko Labs is doing all these community projects. There's Rare Effect, Alities, and Autonomies. This one is basically also kind of festival experiences. We're doing this in Lisbon. We're going to Boom Festival. We're doing a really nice setup there. Alities is what you're going to see here. It's an app, POAPs, also NFT marketplace with experiences. Autonomies is a music NFT marketplace. And then under the hood, we have Nevermind, which is a set of smart contracts that allow you to do NFT minting, allows you to do popes, decentralized storage, federated compute even, it's a whole ecosystem. We call it access NFTs. It gives you access to services, benefits, what have you. For the techies in the room, this is kind of our stack. As you can see on top, you have the communities with experiences, dApps, kits, and wallets. So this is for easy build your creative community around that. And then we have the smart contract layers, which has access NFTs, creative NFTs, IP NFTs. There's a project called VitaDAO. They're doing molecular research. They package their IP in Nevermind, which then allows a DAO to control the access to that data. That data is worth a ton. So you kind of want to like combine off-chain and on-chain with access. POAPs, that's what we're launching today. We have some marketplaces, also some DeFi stuff going on, and then everything to build your DAO or composite DAO on top of our stack. And yeah, we recently deployed on Celo. Before that, on Ethereum, Polygon, and I also think on Aurora from Near. So today we talk about the Celo integration. On this side, you find the access stuff. Here you have access to off-chain storage and compute. So we're trying to verify this off-chain part as well. It's a bit harder to do. Decentralized storage, metadata, that's stuff you really need if you build an NFT marketplace. You need to host those assets somewhere. You need to make sure it's queryable and discoverable, all that. And then we have this really cool component, federated learning, that allows collaborative compute around this platform. So finding like new types of recommenders in the system, in the marketplaces that we're building there. And that's a bit like off topic now. Our passion for NFT exhibition started at Rare Effect early 2021 in Lisbon. Was midst lockdown. We couldn't really host events, and we really wanted to party, so let's do a party in the metaverse. And we figured out, like, that actually caught a lot of attention. We had a good event production, a lot of talks, and really cool DJs, and beautiful artworks, and collector tours in the metaverse in crypto voxels. And then we thought, like, can we bring that also as something you can feel and touch in the real world? So we created an NFT festival in this beautiful space in Lisbon, and immersive experiences, augmented reality, virtual reality, a lot of parties going on. It was 10 days festival in Lisbon. Yeah, obviously that was a very fun thing to organize. And we're launching a new product soon that's called Autonomies. It's an NFT marketplace for audio files with a lot of cool DJs. And why we are here with Realities? Well, my first encounter with crypto arts was when we started Ascribe. Ascribe is like let's call it what local Bitcoins was to decentralized exchanges, Ascribe was to NFTs. So it's kind of peer-to-peer market trading. Here you see, for example, Xcopy, which is a famous NFT artist who started his career at Ascribe with us, and we're really proud of that. Then I had like a bit of like a walk through blockchain land. I saw all the NFTs actually emerging. That was when we're not really into the crypto arts anymore. The early crypto arts were also more about the self-agency aspect of it, not really the collectible. Some counterparty had like these rare pepes and a few collectible traits, but with Ascribe we tried to more like look at the rights an artist can give around the artwork, and people there, the artists came on the platform to really like find a notary. So we were using Bitcoin under the hood, and they want to notarize their work because they want to take control over their assets, over their IP. Because who's going to store your assets? Well, which company are you going to give your creative intellectual property to store it, right? You better want to own it yourself. But then we saw the NFTs popping up, and there's this whole collector space, speculative space happening, and I found it like just missing that self-agency aspect a little bit. Like the power went to the collector rather than the creator, and that's kind of like an interesting social experiment that has been run for a few years now. But now we see also a lot of like loyalty membership arising from that. And with Realities, we try to combine those two things. We don't want to forget about the self-agency aspect. We do want to make that true connections between an artist, the narrative they have, the status quo they want to fight against, and then to the, let's call the fan base, right? So we decided to make an app for immersive experiences and really enrich that connection. And Cintia is going to tell you all about this app.
Yeah, not only for immersive experiences, but also for increasing the community feeling amongst the communities and the artists' fan base. So Alariz, first off, like what is Alariz and where does it come from, the name? Alariz is a playful word resulting of all the values that we believe in. Yeah, we believe in, we strive for fairness, and we use it and translate it into royalties in our NFT marketplace. We strive for impacts that will also result in some casualties and connections to realities. It also goes into all of the words that are in equality, morality, duality, physicality, and it all turns out into new reality, which is combining alities. Yeah, alities connect through NFTs.
I noticed I made a wrong error. It's actually causality. Casualties is if your app crashes. So yeah, sorry for that.
Well, yeah, so in the end, well, in the beginning, actually, Celo through this, the challenge of creating an NFT marketplace that was mobile first, and that was really giving the attention to the arts, to foster the arts community in the Celo ecosystem. We created Alariz.io, which is an NFT marketplace that not only focus on NFTs of digital artwork, but that also allow for creation of proof of belonging that are commonly known and as POAPs, proof of attendance. We wanted to take this to another level. So instead of being just proof of attendance, we actually wanted to give a feeling that people can create their own proof of belonging and distribute it along their fan base, rewarding them as well with different benefits. And yeah. So in our mobile first app, we are looking for providing an accessible marketplace that is easy to use for everyone that is either crypto savvy or not. We also added a built-in QR code to allow for easy reading of the NFT, of the QR code of the POAPs that we have in our app. It is impact-driven, so obviously we inherit this from Celo as a proof-of-stake blockchain. We also chose to go with stable coins and move away from the fluctuation of tokens. And we also count with the support of thought leaders and artists that are impact-driven. We wanted to as well explore the in real life experiences to make sure that NFTs are not only living in screens or in wallets. We realized with rare effect that the immersivity of seeing an artwork in a screen physically and joining everyone that has participated in the creation of certain artwork, or even by getting fans and artists together, the engagement becomes way bigger. Yeah, so we want to remanifestate the arts into physical events. And then again, well, we have the proof of belonging mechanisms that bring artists and communities closer. In our Alariz NFT marketplace, we have, first off, when you mint an NFT at Alariz, you can distribute the first sales into different wallets that can be either curators, collectors, or impact causes that you want to support, and choose the percentage that you want to distribute. In the future, we will also allow this for secondary market royalties. We have our POAPs that you've seen. Hopefully, you successfully minted them. There's a bunch of them for you to keep on hunting. And they also have some swag and rewards that you can collect on the NFT whole experience. We are carbon negative, Celo blockchain, and a Valora integration that is halfway through is coming soon.
Yep. Yeah, what's really interesting here is, I think, like, especially these secondary market royalties, I think that they're already enabled and ready to test. The buy button is going to be there once the Valora integration is. But the cool thing is that normally if you're an artist and you sell your artwork once, you never see anything coming back besides that one sale. With secondary market royalties, you have continuous returns, right? So that means every time a collector sells your artwork forward to another collector, you can capture a bit of these returns, either to your person or to a cause that you support. So creating kind of like a passive income stream out of the secondary market royalties. So I think that's really interesting because now artists can guide how the value through their artwork is being associated with their values that they have. So it's a really interesting mechanism. I see a lot of interesting tokenomics emerging. So if there's people here in the room that are like engaged with some of these like more economical aspects of things, yeah, we'd love to talk to you. If there's people in the room around that are working with Valora a lot, we have a few kinks that we kind of want to like iron out and make it very solid, so other people within the Celo ecosystem can reuse our code, packaged in the app, and easily built on top of it. So, yeah, everything obviously is also open source. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is worth to say as well that we have some artists that are exhibiting upstairs also in the room. So I see Marcia over there. She's, yeah, a big shout out. That's actually the creator of this artwork that is used here as an example. In this screen, you also see how the POAPs are displayed in your wallet. And they can be like way more. So if you click on show more, you will see all of them. We also see Alex over there, that is also an artist that is exhibiting upstairs. And there are way more also around the conference. So I hope you get a chance to talk with them and also talk with them and to, of course, visit the space. All right, so yeah, I think this I already went through, the QR codes that allow you to either identify the artworks easily and buy on mobile, or to collect these proof of belonging badges spread out around the venue. The experiences that are enabled by the digital, but they always have a regenerative mission. Like, for example, the natural synthesis that is upstairs, produced by Fantasonia. Actually, they're not here. I wish I could also do a shout out to them. Yeah, artworks that live outside of the crypto wallets, physical exhibitions that invite the visitors to immerse themselves in the artworks and get in contact with them, give new use cases that to NFTs, and essentially that allow you to reconnect with nature instead of just keep on purchasing NFTs in your computer and stay around the artwork there.
Yeah, it's less interesting if you just want to flip NFTs. You could do that, but that's not the purpose of this app.
Yeah.
Yeah, upstairs, I don't know if you have already been, but you have to like walk like 5 flights up the stairs, but once you're there and you can rest a bit in our immersive experience. We have how many artists exhibiting?
We have around 24 artists on the screen-based artworks. Yeah. The Microdose VR from Andrew Jones, which, yeah, is just plugged in today. So you should definitely go and check it out.
It's a VR headset with a microdose trip experience, so it's definitely something you want to try. And then also?
Then also the natural synthesis from Fantasonia, as I was mentioning. It seems that a lot of people are a bit afraid of entering the space and entering through the plant door. But actually, you can go through it. Don't go away without passing the door. It won't happen anything.
It's a safe space.
It's a safe space, indeed. And he even has a Zen garden for you to sit down and relax from the noise of the conference. This one already passed.
Yeah, so we're running in kind of like our smart contracts are in production. Our front end is like at 95%, so we're running a lot of tests here with the crowds, and thank you so much for doing this with us. One of the things we really want to prove here is that these proof of belonging POAPs, they really allow you to get something nice back, and for us it's kind of like a part of that membership function. So once people collect these badges, after that we essentially have an on-chain data set of people that went here, that were interested in different things, so now you can couple future benefits to that, right? Or you can select like, oh, you can just go to the POAP contract and select all the people that have a POAP about Fantasonia and about the microdose. Maybe you will invite them for, we drop them an NFT ticket for our next experience, something like that. We give out like hoodies, and there's something to earn on Valora, I think.
In Valora, yeah, there was a 15 USD at the registration. There's also on the Microdose VR POAP, you can get a seed phrase to get the software for free at your house, and you can, you use it in your house.
Oh, you can show maybe how it works. It's a pretty straightforward, but.
Sure, yeah. I think maybe this is a good moment as well to go through, because we have been one by one with obviously sorting some of the issues that have been appearing sometimes. But essentially, you launch Alariz on your mobile web browser. It's easy to get there as well from your Valora dApps menu. It's the last on the list, just recently added. Woohoo! You should launch the app. Actually, it will first ask you to connect your Valora wallet. You go through it, you collect Valora wallet. And then finally get into the QR code reader, also from inside the app.
This is not a real POAP.
It's not
I
a
see
real
Marcia trying to scan it.
it's not a real POAP. And in fact, yeah, also the screen is, it's only enabled at the moment by then. Also, it's important to say that in the next 2 weeks, or actually in the next month, we will have a lot of artists creating their own proof of belonging badges on Twitter and inviting people to mint their own proof of belonging badges. So yeah, follow our Twitter. We'll always be sharing them. And then eventually you will get your POAP. In this case, was the first ever minted POAP on Celo.
And the gas is sponsored by us, so you can go with an empty wallet and collect a POAP.
And these are the ones that if you actually collected all the POAPs at Celo Connect, well, they're not. They are still missing there some. But this is how it would look.
Yeah. and there is also, if you want to see what's happening on chain, you can just go to the POAPs contract on the Explorer at celo.celo.org. And also there is at 5, there is a developer workshop from the graph. And they're going to graph this POAP contract, so we can have access to the queries within the contract very quickly. A POAP is an NFT with an event ID, right? And now we have to find ways to scramble that event ID a bit better, etc. But this is like public good now, public Celo, the Celo Commons, right? So the Celo POAP contract is deployed here. It's audited as well. Also, our NFT marketplaces, all the smart contracts are on chain and on Celo and audited. So I think we're good to go to build some nice apps on it. Do we have more?
Actually, I wanted to say, given the buying flow was not fully completed at time for Celo Connect, you can consider the artworks on the NFT room as a preview of what you can then purchase in the next few weeks. So yeah, follow our Twitter. Then again,
for the savvy user, it works with a MetaMask. So you could technically go to your desktop. If you go to the desktop version, actually we didn't show that, but the desktop version is where you have the creator page, and then you can mint. In the desktop, if you're a bit smart, you can do inspect and make it into mobile screen. And if you then you're actually loading as if it was mobile, and there you can also connect with MetaMask and start buying some of these artworks already with MetaMask. And then hopefully this week we'll enable Valora. And then you can do that with Valora as well. We have a pretty active Discord. I think if you go to alities_io, or you come up with us to the exhibition and the experience later, then we can have a chat. I think we have a few more minutes if anyone has questions or remarks.
Is this exclusively for artists right now, or can anyone create their own collection?
That's a really good question. Everybody can mint. But we whitelist what is being shown in the app, right? So you can see, if you make a profile, you will see your profile and your artworks under your profile. So you can do that, but it won't show up in the main gallery of the app. It's on your profile page, it will show up. So we are also looking for a curation mechanism there, and if people have experience with that, love to learn more.
But for example, for the case of the POAPs, of the proof of belonging, it doesn't necessarily need to be around an artist. It can be around an organization, around a shop, around a brand. These ones also can have their own POAPs and distribute on their community.
Check. Oh, hi.
Hey.
Part question, part in case it helps anybody else. But I noticed you said with MetaMask to put it on your desktop. I have my Valora wallet imported into MetaMask to give me access to my funds. So I was just wondering from my phone if I could go ahead and use that at this time.
Yeah. So I do that as well. You can export Valora to MetaMask, but you need a CLI to a Celo CLI. If you do that, I don't know. I think half of the room might be developers. Looking at the people I know here. So yeah, you can take your Valora wallet, import it into MetaMask, and then go to the mobile version on the desktop already to purchase. But I'm pretty sure within a day or two, we'll have that going in Valora as well. But yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
I'll ask since like sitting next to the mic. But I was just curious. This is very interesting. I was just curious about the since it has to do with the real world. Like, where is the team based, and in terms of our users and artists, like, where is the footprint globally? I think you mentioned Lisbon. We're in Barcelona. Like, is there mostly European, like North America, South America, Asia? Like, where's the global footprint?
So we started this off in Lisbon. We have a lot of people in Berlin, so we're trying to do some collectives there. And we are also currently working with a festival in the summer in Lisbon. We're doing a lot of the arts there, and we have somebody in San Francisco now that we're working with. He's a projection artist. And we love to expand to there as well, or at least find people that like event producers and concept designers locally that we can empower. Our goal is also to have like how you say it, like a physical space that in Lisbon or in Berlin that we can continuously use as a gallery and experimentation room. Yeah.
Yeah, but we do have a lot of artists based in different
Yeah,
places.
the artists,
For example,
the artists themselves.
Burst is the artist that is exhibiting the digital twin on the gallery as well. He's based in Peru. Even though he's European, he's actually based in South America. We have a lot of artists. Andrew Jones. We have a lot of people from the USA as well. So he has quite a big reach.
I think our time is up. I don't want to take any of the future speaker. So yeah, thanks for having us. We see you upstairs, right? Thanks, Cintia.
Thank you.